No need to show off.
I'm just looking. Guaranteed. When I take brass tech next semester, you have all the right to do the same thing.
Okay, so
Is that what you have to play?
I have to do this one,
Very patriotic.
and this one.
Oh, they do it weird there. Maybe. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Yeah, do you want to play through it?
Sure. We'll see how this goes. I feel like I sound fine when I'm in class, but there are 4 other cellos, and I can't really hear myself. A lot of viola going on.
A lot of viola going on. I like that. So, I'll let you start it.
Okay. No, you go ahead. I'll follow you.
How fast do you want to take it?
Do, 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 do.
1, 2, ready, play.
My hand shifts up and down when I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Do you want to go on or do you want to just...
That's fine.
Okay.
We can go on.
1, 2, ready, play. Yeah! So, yeah, I'm trying to think of something to think about when you want to move your hand back. I mean, you can try and leave your thumb on the back of the neck, but I kind of am afraid to say that because then I don't want, like, you to feel like you have to push with your thumb because you don't. But, like, when you're teaching, the general rule is that you would have your thumb behind your second finger. And so, since it's all in first position, if you just leave your thumb on the back, then generally you shouldn't have a problem with sliding your hand. But I'm trying to think. How are string crossings for you?
I don't know.
Okay, so if you think of it this way, when you're string crossings, you either lead with your hand or with your elbow when you're doing it. I don't know if that would make sense, but if you're coming down, you're leading with your elbow.
Okay.
But if you're maybe more your wrist instead of your hand. If you're going up bow, like if you're going up to a higher string, not necessarily up bow, you're gonna lead more with your wrist.
Okay.
And so I don't know if that's something you'd want to think about.
Let's try it again.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, ready, play. That was like 10 times better. That was awesome.
The thumb thing was
Yeah.
it was really helpful.
Yeah. So one thing to like, you can knock the pants off of Dr. Hendricks because you have all the notes and everything, and you have the whole, I'm gonna retake my bow because it has an apostrophe. Like, I don't know, you got that. So how are you gonna add the dynamics in? Have you thought about that?
Not so much because
You're focused on other things.
yeah.
Right.
But she does want us to do dynamics. She told us to make sure we had notes and rhythms by Monday, and then from between Monday and Wednesday to work on dynamics.
Okay.
But dynamics, I feel, is like a secondary thing. However, I don't really know, like, I know the concept of playing piano, and I know the concept of playing forte, but I don't really know how to crescendo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's a lot of different ways. You can speed up your bow so you can start slower. And the faster you pull your bow, the more sound you'll get.
okay.
Yeah. But then you can also change, I don't want to say, you can bring your bow closer to the bridge. Because if you were to start here and like play, like that's that where I was just playing. I was barely using any weight with my bow, but that's where I get the loudest sound. Without, like, basically the only thing my hand is doing at that point is acting as a counterbalance. And so I could do that without having my thumb there too if I wanted.
Okay.
And so if you could think about where your location is on the string, or you could think about the speed.
Okay. Let's try it again. I'm going to try dynamics this time.
Okay.
And then we can move on to another one.
1, 2, ready, play. That was good. We missed both of us did.
Yeah.
Retake of the bow. But when we were playing, I thought also that you can use the different amounts of bow to help with your dynamics. So if I were to play this measure, I could play starting off using a smaller amount of bow. And then you could do the same thing backwards for the decrescendo.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you want to try a different one?
Yeah.
Sweet!
This one's hard.
Okay. Do you want me to play the accompaniment part, or do you want me to play the melody?
It's up to you. However,
well, we'll probably
my
end up
biggest
playing it
thing
a couple
was,
times, so.
yeah, the biggest thing I struggle with is there's a string change right here.
Okay.
And so it's very quick. So any tips would be appreciated.
Let's think. Your fingers you can actually have it set up so you're just leave your fourth finger.
That's what I've been doing,
Yeah.
but I wanted to make sure that wasn't like cheating.
No, actually, that's like something that when I was in intermediate school and middle school, my teacher was like, "Oh, this is called bridging. You put your finger there," and we actually practiced playing like A and like together.
Okay.
Just so we could get the feeling of like, oh, your finger has to be here, but you could leave your pinky down instead of like, and that'll help like